Now, the greatest radio shows of all time.
Suspense.
The Shadow Node.
Washington calling David Harding, counter-spy.
Classic radio theater.
The Great Gildersleeve. Fibber McGee and Molly.
Dragnet.
Gunsmoke.
The Lone Ranger.
Now, step back into our time machine with your host, Wyatt Cox.
Good evening, friends of the Inner Sanctum.
Thursday full of westerns with episodes of the Tom Mix Ralston Straightshooters, Frontier Town, Gunsmoke, and Have Gun Will Travel. And we'll wrap it up with an episode of The Couple Next Door from all the way in Europe. Yeah, got all that coming up today on this Thursday edition. This is the 14th day of August, 226th day of the year, and 139 days left in 2025. International forces entered Beijing, China on this date in 1900 in an effort to support the anti-foreign uprising known as the Boxer Rebellion. The Social Security Act became law on this date in 1935.
If the Senate and the House of Representatives had done nothing more than pass this Social Security Act, the session would be regarded as historic for all time.
And while Social Security has not been as strong as private investment could have been at the time, it did do quite the job. Now, it was on this date 80 years ago today, Japan surrendered to the U.S., ending World War II.
At exactly 10 seconds after 7:35 this morning, August 14th, from London, Swiss radio has announced that Japan has accepted the Allied note. This is a Reuters dispatch from London. The Swiss radio has announced that Japan has accepted the Allied note. There you have confirmation from the Swiss radio of acceptance by Japan of the Allied note requesting surrender on the terms with which we are already all familiar. And there was the historic moment in this country, the conclusion of the war in the Pacific. We read that flash to you at 10 seconds after 7:35, just as it came off the Reuters news printer from London.
I deem this reply a full acceptance of the Potsdam Declaration, which specifies the unconditional surrender of Japan.
It is my earnest hope, and indeed the hope of all mankind, that from this solemn occasion a better world shall emerge out of the blood and carnage of the past.
I'm now broadcasting to you from the White House grounds. You heard the flash, I am sure. The Japanese offer of unconditional surrender is official. It has been accepted. President Truman said this: I have received this afternoon a message from the Japanese government in reply to the message forwarded to that government by Secretary of State Burns on August 11th. I deem this reply, the President told us, a full acceptance of the Potsdam Declaration, which specifies the unconditional surrender of Japan.
The town is just getting into the depths of the celebration about now, I believe, and President Truman will later on this evening make a formal declaration of the peace treaty with Japan.
This is the NBC mobile unit in the heart, center, and the pulsing focus of a joyous nation on Times Square in New York City. Ben Grauer reporting as I literally stand tiptoe, sticking my head outside the silver-gray turret top of the NBC mobile unit and look uptown over a foaming, seething, writhing mass of faces, lifted joyfully and buoyantly and gloriously happy at the final conclusion of a desperate war which has seen its closing days in a desperate day or 3 or 4 of anxiety, turmoil, anticipation, doubt, fear, and being cast down. Are these people happy? That's the only word to express it. Are you happy?
We have a second podcast today centering on the stories of Victory in Japan Day 80 years ago today. And yes, even though the official Victory in Japan Day is in September, this is the date that Japan said, no mas. You'll hear the news of the day. We'll have an episode of the Fred Waring Show from that morning with a live shortwave support from an unusual reporter in London, Jack Benny. You'll also hear an episode of Command Performance Victory Extra. Bing Crosby, Reese Stevens. We'll also hear Ronald Coleman, Orson Welles, and others. An amazing episode of the program, primarily aimed at our soldiers overseas. And we'll close it as we always do on our specials of VJ Day with Norman Corwin's 14 August, a moving and dramatic anti-war reading written on short notice by Norman Corwin and read by Orson Welles. It is a wonderful thing, and you will hear that in our second podcast of the day, if you will. It was on this date in 1947, Pakistan became independent of British rule. Newspaper publisher William Randolph Hearst died on this date in 1951 in Beverly Hills. Shannon Faulkner became the first female cadet at the Citadel, the State College of South Carolina. It was on this date in 1997, Timothy McVeigh sentenced to death for the Oklahoma City bombing. The largest blackout in North American history hit the Northeast. This New Yorker very uneasy when the lights went out.
It's creepy. I'm getting a flashback from September 11th. I don't like this.
The lights started blinking. The train stopped. Then all of a sudden, all the lights went on. They told us it was the AC failure. Then they told us it was the DC failure. And they told us it was the citywide failure.
And I can understand being upset. 2 years post 9/11, and all the lights go out? That would be scary. 50 million people losing power. One of the things that I always have to remember, people, do not get too dependent on cell phones and the internet. Make sure you have yourself a transistor radio. That will make a bunch of difference. It was on this date 10 years ago today. The embassy in Havana reopened after 54 years of being closed when Cuba-U.S. relations had been broken off. It was on this date in 2017, after white nationalists marched in Charlottesville, Virginia, President Trump condemned white supremacist groups and vowed to fight for the future of America's youth.
We will spare no resource in fighting so that every American child can grow up free from violence and fear.
President Trump's words 18 years ago today. Of course, now that President Trump has spoken out against white supremacy, he is a white supremacist himself. That's the logic that people have these days, and it makes no sense to me. Okay, let's look at people who passed on this date. The wonderful singer Johnny Burnett, actor Oscar Labant, Dorothy Stratton, the Playboy model, actress, passing away on this date, car maker Enzo Ferrari, Judge John Sirica, the Platters, Tony Williams, and actress Gina Rowlands, all passing away on this date in history. Birthdays on this date include pro wrestler Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert. He was a small man. He was not a big guy, and so because of that, he did not get to play in the WWE at that time. When he was wrestling, he never got a break. But anybody who ever saw him, his mic work was excellent. His ring work was good. Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert, born on this date in history. Guitar songwriter David Crosby and Doc Holliday. All those folks born on this date in history.
Hi, this is Jeff Foxworthy. It is now time for the birthday announcements. The following people are now officially older than dirt.
Dash Crofts of Seals and Crofts, 87 years old today. Steve Martin, 80 years old today. Excuse me. Actress Susan although Steve Martin lately has been killing it on the music scene as a bluegrass banjo player. Go figure that out. That doesn't make any sense at all to me, but, a lot today doesn't. Susan St. James, wonderful actress, 79 years old today. Novelist Danielle Steele is 78 today. At the time of his biggest push and fame, he did not have the what do you want to call it, the charisma that others did. But he came back later as Mr. Backlund, Bob Backlund. And if you saw him when he got into his absolute crazed range and being absolutely deranged, he was good. 75 years old today. Bob Backlund. Cartoonist Gary Larson, The Far Side, 75. From Mystic Rivers and 50 Shades of Grey, Marcia Gay Harden, 66. Magic Johnson, 66 today. The soprano Sarah Brightman, 65. The real Cindy Brady, Susan Olsen, is 63 today. She won an Oscar for Monsters Ball. Halle Berry is 59.
These are my husband's drawings right here. Lawrence, my husband, he got himself electrocuted over there in Jackson.
Halle Berry, 59 today. From Ugly Betty and Covert Affairs, Christopher Gorham is 51. The WWE's Kofi Kingston, who is an outstanding performer, has been underrated for a very long time. He needs his flowers at 43 years of age. She's done a lot of acting, but we remember her best for her time in that 70s show. Mila Kunis is 42.
Okay. Stephen, I'm here to tell you I've made my decision. I choose you.
We may give Mila Kunis and a lot of people in Hollywood grief, but they moved out of the Ukraine at the time, which was still a part of the Soviet Union. She speaks Russian. And sometimes when she's done movie promotion, she's gone in, she's spoken Russian and made people cuckoo. But here's what's really crazy. She has succeeded exceptionally well because she spoke no English when her family came to the U.S. She was put in the second grade at an elementary school in Los Angeles. Didn't speak a word of English. She said, I blocked out second grade completely. I have no recollection of it. I always talked to my mom and my grandma about it. It was because I cried every day. I didn't understand the culture. I didn't understand the people. I didn't understand the language. My first sentence of my essay to get into college was like, imagine being blind and deaf at age 7. And that's kind of what it felt like moving to the States. But she succeeded as an immigrant, a legal immigrant. Mila Kunis, 42 years of age today. From the Hills, Spencer Pratt, 42. WWE's Johnny Gargano, 38. Give him the push, guys. Tim Tebow, 38 today. And from Blackish and Little, whom she produced, Marseille Martin is only 21 years of age today. Those just a few of the people celebrating the 14th day of August as their birthday. If this is your birthday...
Hi, we're the 4 freshmen, and we just want to say... Happy birthday to you!
And we are going to go back to VJ Day, 80 years ago today, August 14th, 1945, for an episode of the Tom Mix Ralston Straightshooters. That gets us going on a Western Thursday edition of Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox.
Ladies and gentlemen, the chief hope of our enemies is to divide the United States along racial and religious lines and thereby conquer us. Let's not spread prejudice. A divided America is a weak America. Through our behavior, we encourage the respect of our children and make them better neighbors to all races and religions. Remind them that being good neighbors has helped make our country great and kept her free. Thank you.
Amen. Amen. Love you, Jack. We go back 80 years, August 14th, 1945, for the Tom Mix Ralston Straightshooters.
The Tom Mix Ralston Straightshooters are on the air. And here comes Tom Mix, America's favorite cowboy. Up, Tony, come on, boy. Bread roasting for your breakfast. Start the day all shining bright. Gives you lots of cowboy energy with a flavor that's just right. It's delicious and nutritious, bite-sized and ready to eat. Take a tip from Tom, go and tell your mom shredded Ralston can't be beat. The Tom Mix Ralston Straightshooters bring you action, mystery, and mile-a-minute thrills. Tonight you're about to hear another episode in a baffling mystery. The mystery of the Vanishing Village. How can an entire village, houses, stores, streets, and over 600 people disappear almost overnight without leaving a trace? Well, this is the baffling mystery that now confronts Tom Mix. For the village of Smithville has vanished. 2 men have been murdered, and a young girl named Mary Slade has narrowly escaped with her life when someone attempted to kill her because she knew too much. Right now at the Twin Rivers Hospital, Mary Slade's life hangs in the balance. Badly beaten and unconscious ever since she stumbled into the TM bar, Mary is being taken up to the operating room in an elevator when suddenly the electric current in the hospital has failed or been cut off. Tom must work fast if he's to save the girl's life. In a moment, we bring you mystery, thrills, and plenty of action. But first, straight shooters, listen. Did you hear that? Well, that's the famous siren whistle of the vigilantes. The same siren whistle built into the sensational sheriff's badge your pal Mike Shaw wears. And Sheriff Mike will send you an exact copy of this famous badge for your very own. This badge is made of metal, shaped like an official shield, has crossed 6 guns at the top, and the word sheriff in big raised letters. Boy, it's the best-looking badge you ever saw. When you wear it, you'll be the envy of your neighborhood. So don't wait. Send for yours today. The supply is limited, so act fast. Here's all you have to do. From the top of a package of delicious shredded Ralston, tear off the little circle with the letters RSS in it. Mail this RSS circle with your name and address and 10 cents in coin to Tom Mix, Box 808, St. Louis, Missouri. I repeat, mail the RSS seal with your name and address and 10 cents in coin to Tom Mix, Box 808, St. Louis, Missouri. That's all you have to do, and we'll send you your Whistling Sheriff's badge right away. This offer is good only in the United States. And now, straight shooters, let's join Tom, Mike, and Sergeant Hank Smith at the Twin Rivers Hospital. The lights are off and everyone is in the dark. Listen.
The elevator. The elevator, they're taking Mary up on it. Stop.
Yes, sassafras, sourdough, Tom. That means...
It means that if we don't get it started pronto, that girl will die.
She can't die, Tom. You mustn't let her die.
Hey, who turned those lights out?
Blast it all, I'm attending a patient in here.
Where are the lights? Is the current failed?
You, one of you. Where's the main switch?
Who in blazes are you?
Stop asking questions and listen to me. The elevator to the emergency operating room is stopped, and there's a patient on it. Someone that's got to be operated on fast. Where's the main switch?
Down in the basement.
How do I get there?
Well, the door's at the end of this corridor. You can find it in the darkness. I know where it is. Come along with me. I'll lead the way.
That's the way to talk.
Right with you, Tom.
No,
right
you
with
stay here with Hank, Mike. No need for all of us to go.
Well, you coming or not?
Yes, right away. Oh, I'm sorry.
It's all right. You can't see in this blamed darkness. Ah, here's the cellar door, though. Now, watch your step on these stairs or you'll break your neck.
Right. How many steps are there?
Keep right on coming now. I know this stairway.
Can't see a thing.
I can see you just a little bit. What's that white stuff you got on your face?
Well, my face is completely bandaged except for my eyes and mouth. Never mind that. Where are the main light switches? Seconds mean life and death.
Just stand there a second. Don't move.
All right, mister.
Yeah, I'm sorry to do this, Mr. Mix. You were always a pretty good guy, but that girl's got to be put out of the way. I guess by the time you come to, she'll be finished. So I'll just be on my way.
I'm dizzy. I sure feel dizzy. Must have hit me with a blackjack or something like it. It knocked me out, though. Bandages around my head saved me. Just made me feel numb all over for a second or two. I could hear him talking, but I couldn't move. What's that? There's somebody groaned on the floor down here. I gotta get to him. Somebody lying on the floor, moving around a little.
Get away from me.
Oh, easy, partner, easy. This is Tom Mix. Who are you?
Janitor of the hospital. Somebody slugged me.
Now, listen. The main light switches. Where is it? Quick.
On the wall.
Which wall?
Oh, I don't know. I can't tell just where I am in the darkness. Oh, boy, am I dizzy. My head...
Never mind. I'll find it. I'll grope for it. Yeah, here's a wall. Gotta grope along it. Keep moving till my hands touch something. I'm in luck. She's like the handle of a light switch.
Good.
Leastways, we'll soon find out. The lights are on. I was right. Yeah, the elevator started again. Now, boy. Now, let's have a look at you here.
I'll be all right. I hope so, anyhow.
You've got a bad bump on the back of your head. Did you see the man who hit you?
Nope. I don't remember anything. It must have hit me an awful cloud.
Yes, I'm afraid he did.
There's Tom now. Everything's all right now, Tom, thanks to you. Elevator started again and sassafras and sourdough. What in thunderation has happened to you two?
Mike, the hombre that volunteered to show me where the main switch was actually the Maverick who turned off the current.
What?
He was able to see me in the dark because of the bandages on my face, and he slugged me with a blackjack.
Why, that's dirty.
This man is the janitor of the hospital. He was slugged, too.
Well, of all the ornery, slab-sided, low-down... Hey, come on, Tom, let's get after it. He must be in the hospital somewhere.
No, Mike, no. Chances are he's made good his escape. Besides, I couldn't see him in the dark, and he probably disguised his voice. I wouldn't be able to recognize him. And yet Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, well, what's funny, Tom?
Well, after he knocked me down, he thought I was unconscious, but I wasn't. Just numb from the shock of the blow. Bandages saved me. After he knocked me down, I recollect hearing him say... His voice was kind of far off and sounded strange, but I heard him all right. I heard him say, "Sorry I had to do this, Mix. You were always a pretty good guy."
Well, shucks, Tom, that kind of sounds like the hombre had met you before.
Well, that's what I figured, Mike. I'm convinced the hombre that slugged me knows me well, mighty well. It may help some, though not much. Oh, where's Hank Smith, Mike?
Well, he hot-footed it up to the floor where the operating room is, Tom. Wanted to be sure the elevator got up there all right, and he wanted to be near his gal. I sure hope she don't die, Tom. It'll kill that there boy if she does.
Yes, I know, Mike. Well, there's nothing we can do for her. She's in capable hands. I think we better get back to the hotel and see if Hardy Post has shown up yet.
Hey, you seem almighty anxious to have a chin fest with that cayuse.
Anxious? Yeah, in a way I am, Mike. In a way I am.
Front, boy. Front.
At the desk. If the Post has come in yet, Mike. Wait a minute. That's Post standing at the desk now.
Well, waltz me around again, Willie. Do they all dress like that in Hollywood? Just look at that there tie.
Well, Mr. Post is a publicity agent, Mike, and he's not noted for being conservative.
What are you talking about? You're crazy, you know that?
He seems to be raising the roof at the moment.
Yeah,
Come on, let's
you're
go over
crazy.
there.
How in blue blazes can a whole town disappear?
I'm sure I don't know, sir.
Yeah, of course you don't know, brother. I thought I was good at making up yarns, but you got me beat. Now, you get to home with Sam Smith on the telephone and tell him that I want to talk to Harlequin Q. Dane.
Dane? Hey, Tom, that's that there Hollywood director that's staying at the TM board.
Yeah. Hello, Hardy.
Yeah. Huh? Who is it?
Tom Mix.
What? Well, Tom Mix. Well, say, hey, I didn't recognize you behind those bandages. Well, this is a surprise. Good to see you, Tom. Good to see you.
You seem to be having a little trouble, Hardy.
Yeah, trouble. It's insane. This fool behind the desk here is telling me that the village of Smithville has disappeared and that the great Harlequin Q. Dane, Hollywood's gift to the world, has disappeared with it.
Well, he must have, sir, if he went there.
Listen, you, I'm going to climb right over that counter and break your skull in 17 places if you say that just once
Now,
again.
just a minute, Hardy, just a minute.
Ah, Tom, the guy's nuts. He's mad. He's lost his head.
No, he hasn't, Hardy. The town of Smithville has actually disappeared.
What?
It's true, Hardy. But your friend and employer, Mr. Dane, hasn't disappeared with it. He's staying with me at the TM bar.
Yeah, leave it to Dane to wangle free board. Only I thought he was going to get it out of the guy who owns Smithville, Sam Smith.
Well, as it happens, Hardy, he's staying with me. I'll explain later. Right now, though, I'd like to ask the desk clerk here how he knows that Smithville has disappeared.
Here comes your answer in the body, Mr. Mix. Afraid they heard your name mentioned.
We represent the press, Mr. Mix.
Yeah, just arrived an hour ago, Mr. Mix. Us for a story on this Vanishing Village.
Shoot us the dope, Mix. What's the gang
Now, hold it, boys. Hold it, boys. Now, look, boys. I don't know anything. Leastways, I don't know any more than you do.
Oh, Mix, now you've got
The world's waiting for this story, Mix. It'll make headlines across the nation.
I'm sorry, boys. I don't know a thing. If I learn anything of interest, I'll let you know.
Mind if we keep in touch with you?
Would it do me any good to say no?
That's one on me.
Hardy, if you're anxious to get in touch with your employer, the Great Dane, supposing you come on back to the ranch with me.
Oh, Tom.
Yeah, say, Tom, if you wouldn't mind, yeah. I've been cooped up in this hotel room for almost a month now, it seems like. And I got to get in touch with Dane.
That's what I figured. Can you ride a horse, Hardy?
Can I ride a horse? Sure.
Then I reckon we can get one for you, and we'll all ride back together.
Before you go, Mr. Mix, you're sure you haven't got a story for us?
I'm sorry, boys. I'm sorry, boys. I've told you. As soon as I learn anything.
Maybe I shouldn't have been so quick about saying I could ride a horse. How far is the TM bar from here?
Oh, another 8 miles or so, Horty.
Yeah, it's a beautiful night for riding, Mr. Pope. Hey, you ought to be enjoying it.
Oh, I am. Nothing like the great open spaces underneath the stars and the lights of towns out in the valley below you. At least one town.
And where do you see it? Thunderation. Tom.
Yes, I see it, Mike. Streetlights gleaming in the night. The yellow light of windows.
Tom, we must be going loco.
What's the matter with you two guys? You see a town there in the valley and you go nuts.
Don't you understand, Hardy? That's Smithville.
What?
Yeah, that's the spot where Smithville used to be. Now, by thunderation, it's come back.
Well, there's a strange new development for you. What does it mean? What can the answer possibly be to these odd, fantastic happenings just over the county line from Dobie? Have you figured it out yet? Well, you better hurry, because Tom is rapidly beginning to put two and two together. Thrills, action, and adventure lie ahead of us, so be sure to join Tom Mix and his Ralston Straightshooters tomorrow in the next breathtaking episode of The Mystery of the Vanishing Village. And don't miss this sensational offer. Sheriff Mike Shaw will send you an exact official copy of his famous whistling badge for your very own. Just imagine wearing an exact copy of the same badge Sheriff Mike wears. Now, this badge is made of metal, shaped like an official shield, has crossed six-shooters at the top, and the word Sheriff in big raised letters. And right in the center of this handsome knockout-looking all-metal badge, there's a special siren whistle built in. When you blow the whistle, it sounds like this. Boy, oh boy, all the money in the world can't buy a badge like this. It's not for sale anywhere at any price. But Sheriff Mike will send you one as long as his limited supply lasts. Here's all you have to do to get yours. From the top of a package of delicious bite-sized shredded Ralston, tear off the little red circle with the letters RSS in it. Mail this little circle with RSS in it, together with your name and address and 10 cents in coin to Tom Mix, Box 808, St. Louis, Missouri. Be sure to enclose 10 cents in coin. Now, remember the address. It's Tom Mix, Box 808, St. Louis, Missouri. That's all you have to do, and Sheriff Mike will send you his badge right away. Get your order in tonight, tomorrow, sure. They're going fast, and you don't want to be disappointed. This offer is good only in the United States. Tom Mix was played by Curly Bradley. Don Gordon speaking. This is the Mutual Broadcasting System.
Now, make no mistake, Tom Mix was a real man. He was a real man. He was born Tom Hezekiah Mix back in 1880. He starred in appeared in 291 films, all but 9 of which were silent films. He was one of Hollywood's first big Western stars, helped define the genre. And he rode in Theodore Roosevelt's inaugural parade in 1905 with a group of 50 horsemen. So, you know, he had his stuff. He played in the Wild West shows, went into films, and he, quite frankly, was okay as a performer. But he was past his prime in 1929, and by the time they lost most of his money, and his Arizona ranch, and his Hollywood mansion, due to the Depression, the stock market crash. He did circus performing in the 1930s, reported weekly salary of $20,000, equivalent to over $360,000 a day. But the Great Depression and his free spending and alimony payments to his many wives wiped out most of his savings. He had made over $6 million during his film career, but would have much of the fortune vanish He was not very good. Now, in 1933, Ralston Purina obtained permission to produce the Ralston Straightshooters. Now, Mix never appeared on any of the radio broadcasts. His voice had been damaged by a bullet to the throat and repeated broken noses, not fit for radio. Artels Dixon in the 30s, Jack Holden from 1937, Russell Thornton in the early 40s, and as you heard today and through the conclusion of the series, Joe Curly Bradley. And of course, one of the fun things out there, you will find all sorts of contest entries and comic books available only by writing by mail. That's how they knew people were listening. Most of the radio work has been lost for the years. There are only about 30 scattered episodes, no complete story arcs of the Tom Mix Ralston Straightshooters are out there. Sadly, in 1940, after visiting Pima County Sheriff Ed Eccles in Tucson, Mix killed when his car overturned while he was taking a detour 18 miles south of Florence, Arizona. He was 60 at the time. There's a small stone memorial marking the site of his death on State Road 79. The nearby gully is Tom Mix Wash. The marker bears the inspiration and memory of Tom Mix, whose spirit left his body on this spot and whose characterization and portrayals in life served to better fix memories of the Old West in the minds of living men. The Tom Mix Ralston Straightshooters, starring, as we said, Joe Curly Bradley as Mix, from this date 80 years ago today. Very fortunate to still have that. I think that's the only Tom Mix we have in our entire collection. We'll see if we can find more. But again, we have no story arcs. That's what makes doing so many of serials like Tom Mix Ralston Straightshooters difficult. Because we get random stories out of story arcs that aren't complete. That's one of the reasons why we have 15-minute episodes of Lum and Abner, because we have complete story arcs. That's why we'll have Claudia coming back. That's why we'll have Superman coming back. And the main reason for that is those serials we have complete story arcs of. And so we'll keep doing that. That was a great part about when we were doing the quarter-hour Yours Truly, Johnny Dollars. Because we had almost all of them, we had the full 5-part story arcs. Now, let us go to what I think was the final episode of Frontier Town. Reed Hadley as in Frontier Town from 72 years ago. That's up next.
Ladies and gentlemen, make tomorrow your D-Day. Get an extra bond for defense. Step into any bank or post office and buy yourself a profitable share in America's future. As an investment, bonds are better than ever. They can help you save safely, conveniently, and profitably. So whether you already buy on the payroll savings plan where you work or the bond-a-month plan where you bank, get an extra bond for defense tomorrow.
Now we head back 72 years, August 14th, 1953. Reed Hadley starring as Chad Remington, the frontier lawyer in Frontier Town. And this episode entitled Lady Luck.
Frontier Town, the saga of the Roaring West. Frontier Town. El Paso, Cheyenne, Calgary, Tombstone. Frontier Town. Here is the adventurous story of the early West, the tamed and the untamed, from the Pecos to Powder River, Dodge City to Poker Flat. These are the towns they fought to live in and lived to fight for, teeming crucibles of pioneer freedom. Frontier Town!
Howdy there, friends. This is Chad Remington. Chad Remington, frontier lawyer from the frontier town called Dos Rios. Now, I guess it goes without saying that a frontier town lawyer can find more trouble 24 hours a day than any man living or dead west of Chicago. And if this weren't enough, part of my time is taken up with the running of a small cattle ranch left to me by my late father. Matter of fact, it was while I was on my ranch that this last adventure really had its start. Now, the little law office I rent from Cherokee O'Bannon, the ex-medicine man who now operates the Dos Rios livery stables. I don't know whether it's because he's afraid I may run out with the rent money, or because tagging around with me he gets to see his favorite scenery, saloons. But for one reason or other, O'Bannon is most always by my side. Well, this particular morning, Cherokee was helping me round up some strays in a far canyon on the back end of my ranch. Everything seemed to be going all right.
Hi! Chad, I was thinking again. Why does a man like you with a good law practice bother playing nursemaid to a lot of cows?
Well, to be honest about it, Cherokee, cows are like money in the bank, and their products sell for good money, with milk at 6 cents a quart and cream at 10 cents a pint.
My, 10 cents a pint for cream. Why, for a few pennies more, you can get a bottle of good bourbon.
Now, don't you tell the cows that. They might start changing their product.
Counselor, how is it that cream costs so much more than milk?
Well, because of the labor involved, Cherokee.
Cream costs more than milk because of the labor involved?
Naturally. It's harder for the cows to sit on those little bottles.
Well, Billy Blue Blazes, Chad, that's about the funniest remark I've ever heard you. Chad! We're surrounded. We're being ambushed.
Cherokee, you blame fool. Let that gun alone.
But they're rustlers. We're being attacked.
Rustlers, my eye. Can't you see who fired that shot? Don't you see who it is coming? It's old Sam from the Western Union office.
Sam? How I wonder what in blazes he wants.
Hiya, Sam. What's up?
Howdy, boys. Sorry I had to throw that shot at you. Seemed to be the only way stopping you without chasing you another 10 miles.
What in the name of my grandmother's bustle is so important that you had to stop us?
Well, a telegram come for you, Chad, and since it needs an immediate answer, kind of reckon I'd better bring it out to you. Here.
Thanks, Sam. Well, that's one invitation I'm not going to refuse.
What's one invitation? You please tell me what this is all about?
Well, this telegram's from Kurt Bodie. You know, the sheriff over at Bonanza City. He says there's a big party being given day after tomorrow honoring all the peace officers of the territory, and, well, he's inviting me down as his guest.
Yeah, from what I hear about Bonanza City, it's as much a city as a prairie dog's hole is a tunnel. It's a wide-open, rip-roaring boom town at that.
I don't suppose that'll stop you from going down and attending the party with me, will it, Cherokee?
Me? Attend a peace officer's party?
My dear friend, any warrants formally issued against you for selling your genuine Cherokee Indian rattlesnake oil probably have run out now because of the statute of limitations. So, no doubt you're fairly safe.
Well, you know me, Chad. I'm a party man from the word go. Get down there and mingle with a lot of tin badges. Well,
Mister, as long as your lawyer's with you, even if they do get you, they won't hit you with more than 20 years to life.
Well, that's a horse of a... What?
Come on, Cherokee. We'll bring these few head we've rounded up back to the lower meadow, and then you and I, well, we're hitting the trail for Bonanza. Well, I got Cherokee to Bonanza City, all right. But no matter what I did, I couldn't get him out to the party. To tell the truth, there were too many so-called attractions in the town itself, so that Cherokee wasn't too seriously tempted. The affair was being held in what was known locally as the other side of the creek, which meant really the other side of the town, the wide open part of the town, the place everyone knew existed but nobody talked about. The most fashionable palace of entertainment on the other side of the creek was the somewhat flashy but expensively decorated place known as Boston Flora's Place, which Flora ran with her husband, a real high-roller gambler by the name of Monty. By the time Sheriff Bodie and I got to Boston Flora's, the party was in full swing and the place was really rocking. Boston Flora stepped up to the piano to sing.
Oh, the men in my life are the curse of my life. They promise and promise, still I'm nobody's wife. Fred kissed me and told me of his lasting love. His wife caught him with me. Now Fred's up above. Oh, the men in my life are the curse of my life. If a six-gun don't get 'em, then there's always a knife. I got Joe to the church with one foot on the sill, but he tripped me and bolted and he's running still. But he tripped me and bolted and he's running still.
Well, Chad, what do you think? How about that? Boston Flora's pretty good, huh?
She's better than good, Sheriff. She's all right. All right.
Oh, yes, sirree. If there's anything to be proud of in this bunch of flea bags we call Bonanza City, Flora's one of them. When I can locate him in this mob, I'd like to have him meet Flora's husband, Monty.
Monty, huh? Sounds like a gambler.
Oh, he sure is. A real high roller. He's one of the coolest in the business. Oh, there he is now. Hey, Monty! Monty, come on over here and meet a friend of mine.
Well, howdy, Sheriff.
Howdy.
Well, any friend of yours is a friend of mine, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Thanks, Monty. I'm Chad Remington from over in Dos Rios.
I'm delighted you could be with us tonight, Remington. Oh, by the way, have you met the wife yet?
No, but I certainly enjoyed her singing.
Well, come on, let's go over. I'll make you acquainted with one of the greatest gals on God's green footstool.
Oh, you got a treat in store for you, Chad, a real treat.
They say, baby, I want to make you acquainted with a friend of the sheriff's, Mr. Remington.
How do you do, Mr. Remington? So nice you were able to come.
Well, what's the matter, Remington? You look like your eyes are going to pop out of your head.
Well, I don't think I've seen that many diamonds all at once since the night I attended the opera in New Orleans.
My two weaknesses, Mr. Remington. My husband and diamonds.
Well, I've only got one weakness, Flora. And I don't mind it.
Jehoshaphat's mule. A stick-up.
Senores, you just stand where you are now, huh? I do not like to spoil fiesta, but if somebody moves, there's going to be somebody dead. It's not going to be me.
You greasy devil. You got your nerve coming in here.
Si, Senor Monty. And I have more than my nerve when I leave. First, we start with all this diamond jewelry that your wife, she wear, huh? What?
Don't give them to him, Flora.
Senor, if she no give the jewelry to me, I no shoot her. I kill you.
Okay, Caballero. Monty may not look like much, but he's worth more than the rocks to me. Here.
Gracias, senor. Mil gracias. And now that I have the jewelry, I take up collection of cash. We're going to start with you, Sheriff.
Oh, you low down.
No, Sheriff. Just for a little joke, I also going to take your badge. Senor?
Well, there's not much in my pocketbook, but here it is.
Bueno. Like your Americanos say, every little bit she count. Huh? You are the people. I shall walk by you slowly. When I do, just drop all you got into sombrero, huh? Gracias, caballeros y caballeras. Because I do not want you to spoil your fun by running outside and chasing me. I think I shoot out the lights before I go.
Come on, after it.
I guess there were more people hurt trying to get out of Boston Flora's inky black parlor than would have been hurt if the lone bandit had fired his gun. But enough of us made our horses and lit out after him to make the chase worthwhile. We circled around through Santa Fe Street, cut through Nugget Alley, and that brought us face to face with the bridge over the creek. That is, face to face with what was left of the bridge. Because there was no question about it. The bridge was down.
All right. Hold it, men. Hold it. Rain out.
Isn't there a dam upstream by the smelter, Sheriff? We can get across that.
Yeah, come on. Let's go before that low-down sneaking no-good gets away.
Yeah, now, wait a minute, Monty. I've been thinking.
Now, this is no time to think, Sheriff. We've got to get after that cuss before he gets...
Now, hold on there, Chad. We ain't going after that cuss.
What do you mean? You're not going after him?
Well, stop and figure it out yourself. We go after him and get in town on the other side of the creek. Then we got to admit what happened. That one solitary south of the border varmint stuck up a sheriff, 2 marshals, and half a dozen deputies and got away with it.
Why, you bald-headed old fossil. No one's stealing my wife's jewelry and going scot-free.
Who said anything about him going scot-free? We got a good look at him, and between us, being most every lawman for 50 miles around, we'll catch up with him sooner or later.
Kurt, are you serious?
I sure am, Chad. What's worth a few $1,000s we lost not to make fools of ourselves?
I'll be blamed if me and Flora are going to suffer because you're a bunch of knotheads. I'm going to cross that creek if I have to swim it myself.
Doggone it, Monty. Now, don't go flying off the handle.
Blast you! Get your hands off of me and let go.
Sheriff, if Monty wants to go, you've got no right to stop him.
You keep out of this, Chad. You don't live here like we do.
Sheriff, are you going to let me go?
You're doggone right I'm not.
Okay, then.
Monty, that was a mistake hitting the sheriff with that horseshoe ring on your hand.
Well, it serves the old goat right.
And I got an idea that this will serve you right.
Hey, you. Get it. You want some, huh? All right.
Monty, you ought to exercise your fingers less and your arms more. All right, fellas. Let's take this overdressed gambler back to his wife. We're not going to catch the gent who pulled that holdup tonight, but we can sure do a lot of talking over.
We'll return to the second act of Lady Luck, our exciting frontier town adventure, in just a few moments. And now, Frontier Town.
Well, there's no use alibying now. The sheriff, the marshals, the deputies, and the frontier town lawyer had all been caught flat-footed by a mighty clever crook. Or was it crooks? Somehow, when I started to get my senses together again, it didn't seem that just one man, all alone, could have conceived that scheme and done all of the execution that was necessary. So, after getting back to the main part of town, going into 4 saloons and finding Cherokee in the 5th, Cherokee, the sheriff, and I put our heads together down at the sheriff's office.
By the whiskers of Walter's Uncle Willie, Chad, you'll pardon my levity, but this is really a good one. The whole law for 2 counties around robbed of their valuable possessions.
Yeah, go on and laugh, Cherokee. But I'll get that crook if it takes me to my dying day.
Then admitting what happened tonight?
Well, it's not just me and the other boys alone. Some of the other men who were there, like the mayor, they told their wives they was going to Oddfellows' meeting. Wouldn't be good for the town to have that come out either.
Well, I'm not a married man, Sheriff, but I can see what you mean.
Well, how are you going to stop it from getting out? This gambler you told me about, this Monty, he isn't going to stop screaming his head off.
I think he's done all of his screaming. For a while.
Yeah, pretty hard for a man to scream through a face that's all bandaged up with cork plaster. You sure knocked the daylights out of him, Chad.
Yeah, and I'm sorry I did.
Sorry?
I wonder if Monty really would have crossed the creek if we'd let him.
But you just got through saying... wasn't he the one who...
Yes, he was the one who yelled his head off. But you know, it isn't always the man who screams loudest who's hurt most.
What you mean, Chad?
Well, I don't mean to sound like a school teacher, but don't either one of you remember the children's story about the man who yelled wolf?
Of course I remember.
Yeah.
Frankly, I don't get the connection.
Well, neither do I, Cherokee, not at the moment. But, well, let's go back over everything that happened, step by step.
Chad, I tell you, it's as plain as the nose on your face, or at least on Cherokee's face.
Is it? Then how do you account for the bridge being conveniently cut down?
Why, it's because why, somebody must have... how did it happen?
Exactly. You and I had crossed the bridge not half an hour before, and it seemed to be all right.
What's that got to do with Monty yelling wolf, wolf?
Well, it may be more like fox, fox than wolf, wolf.
More like skunk, skunk, if you ask me. Dirty robbing polecat.
Your remarks are immaterial, irrelevant, and probably true. But let's look at the facts. Who organized this party of appreciation for the peace officers?
Why, he told you before, Boston Flora and her husband.
Right. Now, granting for a moment that Flora and Monty had planned the little affair, don't you think they knew beforehand that the sheriff and the marshals wouldn't want to publicly admit they'd been made fools of?
Yeah, but then why would Monty get in a fight with me and risk going to jail because he wanted to follow the crook?
Because you couldn't have put him in jail for wanting to do what you should have done. In fact, if he were so inclined, he could probably put you in jail for malfeasance in office.
Great jumping gumdrops. I never thought of that. But him and his women still had her jewelry stolen, and there ain't no denying that.
Sheriff's right, Chad.
And what's more, who was the crook? No one's ever seen him in Bonanza City before. Probably just come up across the Rio Grande.
You're convinced he's a Mexican, aren't you, Sheriff?
Why, naturally, Huh? You gonna tell me he ain't a Mexican?
Well, the only Mexicans I ever heard talk and act like that were in stage plays.
In stage plays?
You heard me, O'Bannon. If I'm not mistaken, there's a traveling tent show about to open in Bonanza City this week.
Well, I'll be kicked by a muley cow. You mean you think Monty and Florrie hired this actor and the whole thing was a put-up job?
The whole thing, including cutting down the bridge.
But great sakes alive, Chad, it's loco. It's wild. How do you ever expect to prove a thing like that?
By taking advantage of the fact that Cherokee wasn't over at Boston Flora's with us earlier this evening.
Now, hold on there, Chad. If you think you're going to make a guinea pig out of me and...
Well, making a guinea pig out of you won't be too hard, Cherokee. The part that's going to take a bit of doing is turning Monty and Boston Flora into a pair of jailbirds. Well, Cherokee squirmed and wriggled and bucked like a sun-fishing bronc. But with enough money in his jeans to cut a fancy figure at Boston Flora's bar, next afternoon found Cherokee on the other side of the creek, leaning across the mahogany and...
Here you are, boy. Set him up for the house.
Honey, don't you think it's time the house sets him up for you?
Madam, I'm not a man to turn down a tin roof. But at the same time, I'm not a man to quibble over a few measly dollars. I'm providently, amply provided with the wherewithal to enjoy myself. If you would be gracious enough to join me, I'd like to buy you some champagne.
I don't mind if you do. Charlie, bring a bottle of Pomeroy over to the table by the window. Come on. It's you and I sit down.
What's the matter? Why are you staring at me?
It's your get-up. You don't look like a prospector or a miner.
My dear lady, there's a good reason for that. I'm not a prospector or a miner.
Well, most of the men around here with money get it out of the mines. Where do you get yours?
Madam, I'm a salesman.
A salesman?
A jewelry salesman. Now, don't ask me where I get my little baubles. Why, some of them come from Tiffany's in New York.
I don't get you. I don't get you at all.
Well, I've found that there are a certain group of ladies working in the mining camps here in the West who wish to put their savings in commodities like fine diamonds, which never depreciates in value, and, well, they have an eye toward a rainy day. For example, a woman of your beauty and talent should own jewelry.
Wait a minute. Monty, come over and sit down.
What is it, Flora? Well, what's on your mind?
He says he's a jewelry salesman.
Oh?
Friend, I can sell you flawless diamonds at less than 50 cents on the dollar.
Oh, you can, huh? Well, where do you pick up bargains like that?
Well, let's just say that I picked them up.
What are you, a fence?
Crudely, yes. You want a deal?
Well, Monty?
No, thanks.
But, Monty,
Not today, Flora.
Oh, never mind. Sorry I asked you at all, Monty.
Stop wasting time on that overdressed saddle bum. It's time for you to sing a song.
Mister, I'm afraid I've played my cards too fast. Come back tonight and bring some of the jewelry with you. I'll handle Monty.
Why?
Have the stuff with you and be here at 10 o'clock. Because you and I are going to do business.
But don't you see, Chad, that you were wrong? Monty wouldn't even listen to buying her any jewelry.
Which only proves that Monty thinks Flora has enough jewelry already.
Huh?
And if Flora has enough jewelry already, the jewelry she allegedly lost last night wasn't lost.
But Billy Blue Blazes, Chad. Why did Flora tell me to come back tonight at 10 and bring the jewelry with me?
Because Flora has more brains than you have and more brains than Monty has. In fact, Mr. O'Bannon, I'm convinced that Flora has more brains than you and Monty have put together.
Now do you get it, Monty? Now do you see what I'm up to?
Baby, I gotta hand it to you. You're the only woman I know who can figure how to have your cake and eat it, too.
Yeah, I'll say. Anytime she wants, she can come back and join my tent show.
Thanks, Tony. And I'm doing all right here. Now, you understand everything, Tony, don't you?
You seem to forget your old partner, baby. I'm the quickest study in show business. And when I meet this jewelry salesman outside and stick this gun in his ribs and I say, Senor, you put the hands up quick, eh? You'll have his diamonds and your money back all at the same time.
The great part of it is, the only squawk the sucker will have won't be about his diamonds. And all he'll be able to do is run to the sheriff and holler about his money.
I don't imagine that stone-headed sheriff's going to do anything about that. Because he might be afraid we'd tell what suckers we made of the lot of them last year.
Who was the sucker?
Cherokee, keep an eye on the outside.
Right you are, Chad. Leave it to me.
What are you up to, anyhow, Sheriff?
I'm up to throwing the three of you in the calaboose, that's what. We heard every word you said.
Don't you know it's bad manners to point at a lady with a gun?
Yeah, all right, quit stalling, Flora. Let's get going.
Why, of course, Sheriff, if you say. Money, come on!
Let go of her before I...
Well, nice going, Sheriff. I see you got the so-called actor.
Well, what about me? Didn't I get my man? Or a woman?
What did you hit her with? A chair?
Now, Chad, for shame. You know I'm too much of a gentleman to hit a woman with a chair. I hit her with something soft. I hit her with an upholstered sofa.
Cherokee, Sheriff Bodie, and I, and all the lawmen for 2 counties around certainly owe you a vote of thanks for your help in getting the goods on Flora the Phony, the Boston bad woman.
Your thanks be hanged. After all I went through, I would imagine that somebody at least would offer to buy me a bottle of bourbon.
Oh, Bannon, don't you realize you're going to come to a premature death with all that bourbon you take on board?
That's absolutely ridiculous. Bourbon's the safest drink in the world. Scotch is dangerous.
It is, O'Bannon? And how do you figure that?
Why, Chad, don't you see? A man who drinks scotch is apt to end up getting killed.
Frontier Town, starring Reed Hadley and featuring Wade Crosby, is a Bruce Ells production. Supervision and direction by Paul Franklin. Music written and played by Ivan Ditmars. Be sure to be with us again, same time next week, for another fine action-adventure story with your favorite young Western star, Reed Hadley. And now this is Bill Foreman telling you that Frontier Town comes to you from Hollywood.
And Reed Hadley, yes, Frontier Town, 72 years ago. Let me turn that down, sorry. August 14th, 1953, here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. It's August in Nevada, and it gets hot here. Especially in northern mountains, it does get hot. But we do get snow, so, it does cool down. Let's take a look at some of what's coming up later on this week here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. And coming up tomorrow, we will have A Friend to Alexander, John Daner, in an episode of Suspense from 1956. Murder by Experts from 1949. Nick Carter, Master Detective from 1948. And Don McLaughlin, Mandel Kramer in Counter Spy from 1950, The Case of the Foolish Father. On our Saturday podcast, we will have Tarzan, The Trophy Room. Lamont Johnson as Tarzan from 1951. A 1952 production of Stars Over Hollywood, Gary Merrill starring in My Wife, the Deputy Sheriff. And then Screen Director's Playhouse production of The Ghost and Mrs. Muir from 1951, starring Charles Boyer and Jane Wyatt. Mixed bag on Sunday, as we will have The Fleischmann's Yeast Hour, starring Rudy Valley from 1933. Dorothy Lamour, George and Gracie in the military-sponsored program Front and Center from 1947. And the CBS Radio Workshop production of Colloquy 2, Dissertation on Love, or Boy Meets Girl from 1956. We'll start off the week with another episode of Counter Spy, this one from 1949, The Case of the Desert Explosion. Peanut Brittle, an episode of Suspense from 1957, a 1950 episode of Escape the Footprint, and also from 1950 Dimension X, Ray Bradbury's Martian Chronicles. On Tuesday, we'll have comedy rolling back around, George and Gracie from 1940, Milton Berle from 1947, a Screen Director Playhouse production of Love Crazy from 1949, and The Great Gildersleeve, Willard Waterman with a Fish Story from 1953. Now, on Wednesday, we will have Dick Calmer as Boston Blackie, Jealous Partners in Austin, Arson from 1946, The Whistler, X Marks the Murder from 1945, The Green Llama. That will be from 1949, The Perfect Prisoner. And Alona Massey in an episode of Top Secret from 1950, The Church Without a Cross. And 1 week from today, we'll have you an episode of Our Miss Brooks starring Eve Arden. If you're caught up with all the stuff we've had over the last couple of weeks. Weekend at Crystal Lake from 1949. A summer series, Too Many Crooks from 1950. Too Many Cooks from 1950. Archie Andrews from 1948, and Granby's Green Acres, Granby Breaks Down. That's all coming up over the next little bit here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. Anytime on demand at classicradio.stream, and visit our webpage there to support the podcast. Now coming up on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox, we head to Dodge City for an episode of Gunsmoke.
This is Debbie Reynolds. If you've been wondering what you can do to fight communism personally from your own home, there is something you can do. Support Radio Free Europe, the station built and financed by the contributions of the American public to the crusade for freedom. Radio Free Europe is one Cold War operation the communists fear and attack constantly. Support Radio Free Europe. Send your truth dollars to Crusade for Freedom, care of your local postmaster.
And we go back 65 years to August 14th, 1960. William Conrad as Marshal Matt Dillon, Gunsmoke.
Around Dodge City and in the territory on West, there's just one way to handle the killers and the spoilers, and that's with a U.S. Marshal and the smell of gun smoke. Gunsmoke, starring William Conrad, the story of the violence that moved west with young America, and the story of a man who moved with it.
I'm that man, Matt Dillon, United States Marshal. The first man they look for and the last they want to meet. It's a chancy job, and it makes a man watchful and a little lonely.
Yeah, Chester.
I sure would like to have me a two-bit piece for every time we've rode this way coming in and out of Dodge.
I guess the horses would, too.
Would what?
Like a two-bit piece for every trip they've made. They're the ones that do the work, you know.
Well, now, Mr. Dillon, you know horses can't spend money. Why, it'd be just pure foolishness to give it to them.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Why, of course I'm right, Mr. Dillon. My good gracious, alive.
All right, Chester.
Yeah, but giving money to a horse, why, ain't nobody'd want to
Wonder what that fellow's up to.
What fellow's that?
Over there to the right in that big tree.
Well, I declare, Mr. Dillon, it looks like he's stringing up a rope.
Yeah, it sure does.
That's what he's doing, all right. Stringing a rope. And he's got a noose on it.
Yeah. You got a plan for that rope, mister?
Well, yes, sir, I do. I got to see that it's measured proper.
Why don't you come on down?
Well, now, that ain't very polite, mister. Now, you look at here. He's the U.S. Marshal. You better climb down from that tree right now. All right. All right, I'll do that. I've always been a law-abiding man myself.
What's your name?
Cloyd.
Just Cloyd?
Just Cloyd. Nobody ever called me nothing else.
All right, Cloyd, suppose you tell me what you're doing with this rope.
What? I'm testing and measuring and seeing that it's right and proper.
What for?
Well, for the hanging, Marshal.
Oh, you arranging for a hanging?
Yes, sir, I am.
That doesn't sound very law-abiding to me.
I promised her, Marshal, with her lying in her coffin. I promised her I'd follow him and hear him speak, and then I'd hang him. Mr. Dillon, he must be crazy. Well, now, some folks say I am. But folks don't know about a man.
Who are you waiting here for?
Oh, I ain't waiting here, Marshal. He'll be coming along to Dodge, and I'll see him in plenty of time.
And then you'll hang him. Is that it?
Well, not till he speaks the killing, Marshal. I've been following him all over, waiting to hear him speak the killing. A man should say he's guilty before he hangs. Well, I never in all...
Never mind, Chester. Cloyd?
Yes, Marshal?
Nobody hangs a man but the law.
Well, I don't want to cause no trouble.
You cause any trouble, and I'll put you and your rope in jail. You remember that, huh?
I ain't one to forget things, Marshal.
That's good. I'm not either. All right, come on, Chester.
Marshal?
Yeah?
I'm right pleased to make your acquaintance.
Yeah. on, Jeffrey. Let's get out of here.
Come on now. I can show you some new twists to that rope.
You leave it be. There are lots of ways to wrap the noose. Let me see it. Here. Let it go.
Some ropes is made for dragging, ain't they?
Let go there. Hey, Cal, you pull that away and I'll haul on it like this. Then we'll see how good this rope is.
Turn him loose.
Huh?
I said turn him loose.
Well, we ain't doing no harm, Marshal. We just had a little fun.
Trying to drag a man's head off.
Man goes around wearing a rope with a noose on it all the time. He ain't right, Marshal.
It's not up to you to judge. Now go on, move along.
Yeah, you better do something about that, Marshal. The town's getting spooked at the sighting.
I said move along.
Well, move.
All right.
Oh, thank you, Marshal.
Glad I got here in time.
He was dragging me for fair.
Yeah. This happened to you before?
Well, yes, Marshal. Everywhere I go, folks try to pull on the rope.
Well, why don't you take it off, then?
Well, I gotta wear it, Marshal. I've got to wear it till the hanging. I told you how it was.
Yeah, you told me. You'd be safer without that rope.
Now, I ain't gonna harm nobody, Marshal. Not till the time.
You listen to me, Chloe. There isn't gonna be a time for you to use that rope.
I made it myself, Marshal, and I looped it just right. It ain't gonna be used but once.
You better be sure it isn't used on you. Sure is a lot quieter in here than it was last night.
Yeah. When those cattle drives hit, I sometimes wonder if it's worth it.
You make a lot of money off those cowboys.
Well, I have to spend most of it putting the place back together again after they go.
Well, now, they didn't do so bad last night, Kitty. Seems to me it looks pretty good around here.
Sure it does. After we carted out the broken chairs and took down the mirror they smashed, we're still missing the window.
Yeah? In this weather, they did you a favor to knock it out.
You may be right at that. Ah, there he comes, Matt.
Who? Oh, Cloyd.
Yep, and his daily round.
Good afternoon, Miss Kitty. Marshal?
Hello, Cloyd.
Cloyd? You and Cloyd have much to say to each other, Kitty?
No, Matt. Can't say we do.
Sam?
He comes in every day just like that and goes up to the bar, but he always speaks very politely.
Yeah. Yeah, he's polite, all right.
Well, I wish his good manners would make him take that rope off before he comes in here. It gives me the creeps, Matt.
It ought to be good for business.
I don't care if it is or not. Isn't there some way you can keep him from wearing it?
Kitty.
I know. There's nothing in the law that says a man can't wear a rope. Well, I hope whoever he's waiting for comes along so we can stop coming in here and looking around every day. The one drink he buys isn't worth it. See? There he goes on out. Gonna look someplace else.
Bye, Miss Kitty. Marshal?
Bye, Clyde.
So long, Cloyd.
Matt, do you think he really is waiting for somebody? He's such a strange little man.
Yeah, Kitty. But, I don't think he's strange enough.
What do you mean?
I mean, I think that he is waiting for somebody.
maybe you'll recall this tuneful reminder of times past. This is Dennis James with something else worth remembering. It's this. You're so right to stay regular with Kellogg's All Brand. See, it's the normal, natural way to youthful regularity. The whole brand content of Kellogg's All Brand supplies your system with all the bulk-forming food that you need every day. There's only one All Brand. It's Kellogg's All Brand. So relieve irregularity from lack of bulk, as millions do, with a bowl full of Kellogg's All Brand each morning. ALL-BRAN. It's Kellogg's All Brand.
Mr. Dolby?
Huh? Oh, it's you again.
Yes, sir. I'm glad to see you remember me.
Oh, I remember you all right.
Well, then I guess you recall I've been asking after a man who might have come in here to your hotel.
You've been asking every day.
A big fella, tall, straight fella named Creel. That's who I've been looking for.
Yes, I remember.
Well, then, Mr. Dolby, I figured maybe you'd tell me what room he was in.
Well, now you listen here.
I heard on the street out there that a fella like that come in here last night.
A lot of folks come to Dodge House.
Well, I'd just like to go up them stairs, Mr. Dolby, and look around.
See here.
All I want to do is... Oh, well, thank you, Mr. Dolby, but I guess I won't have to trouble you after all. Mr. Creel? I've been waiting for you, Mr. Creel.
Get out of my way.
I always promised her I'd find you. You remember that, Mr. Creel?
You just better remember to leave me alone.
Oh, I aim to leave you alone right now. Till you say you did it.
Oh,
You'll say you did it, Mr. Creel. One of these days you'll say it. And I'll be waiting. Like I always
Now,
am.
you get out of my way, or I'm going to break your head open. Gentlemen, please.
Now, don't worry, Mr. Dolby. There won't be any trouble. I'll get out of the way.
You just better.
I can wait.
Huh?
Oh, Matt.
Ah, hello, Doc.
Good morning, Matt.
Morning. You had breakfast?
Oh, hours ago, yes. Out at the toddy place.
Toddy place. Somebody sick?
No, not sick, exactly. Martha had twins. Boys.
Well, that makes a whole parcel of toddy boys, doesn't it?
Yeah, makes 7. Funny. Some men just don't seem to deserve having a girl.
Yeah. Doc.
Yeah?
I got something I'd like to ask you about.
Good. Fire away.
Have you seen much of the Cloyd fellow that's been wandering around town?
Oh, yeah, sure. I've seen. Everybody has. He's in and out every place in town every day.
Not anymore.
I don't know. Well, what do you mean?
Well, he's found what he's looking for. A man named Creel came into town night before last. Now Cloyd only goes in and out of the places Creel goes.
Oh, sticks right with him, does he?
Yeah, like a leech.
Well, what do you want to ask me?
If a man like Cloyd will really make a move, or if he'll just talk about it.
What do you mean, make a move against Creel?
Yeah. He says he's going to hang him, you know.
He's choosing a hard way of doing things, isn't he?
Yeah, that's why I wonder if there'll ever be anything to it. Now, he's quiet and polite and hasn't caused any trouble. But he says he's going to. And he wears that blasted rope night and day.
He doesn't seem to be in any hurry, does he?
He's got a reason for that, too. He says he has to wait until this man Creel admits to whatever he's done. Then he's going to hang him. You think he'll ever do anything, Doc?
Well, I don't know, Matt. I honestly don't know. These kind of things can go either way.
I'm still here, Mr. Creel. Following right behind you. I aim to make it real easy to talk to me when you're ready. When you figure you'll be ready, Mr. Creel. Sorry, Mr. Creel, but when you stopped so sudden like, I didn't mean to run into you like that. Afternoon, Marshal. Chester.
Hello, Lloyd.
Ain't always easy to keep my distance when I don't know where you're going, Mr. Creel. But I'm right here. Right here behind you.
Mr. Dillon?
Yeah, Chester, I know.
Well, ain't that a mighty unnatural sight now, them two walking all over town, one behind the other, and only one of them doing any talking?
He talks enough for the two of them.
Yeah, sure he does. But if I was that fella Creel, I'd have to say something.
Well, that's what Cloyd wants him to do, say something.
Mr. Dillon, do you really believe that Cloyd fella has anything on him like he says he does?
I don't know, Chester. But I got a feeling we're going to find out.
I'll be with you in a minute.
All right.
Here now, Miss Murray, and I'll let you know when that new bolt of cloth comes in.
Thank you, Mr. Jonas. Good day.
Bye, Miss Murray. Now, what can I do for you two?
We ain't together.
Oh? All right, then, what can I sell you?
I can see how you'd think we was together, being so close
you
and all.
shut up.
Well, sure, I was just explaining.
Just
to the man.
shut up.
Did you come in here to buy anything or not?
Not me, mister.
I want some cartridges.
I just go where he goes.
Well, for what gun?
This here 45.
Uh-huh. Yeah, right back here. There you are. Thanks. I guess your friend don't need any cartridges. At least not when he's wearing that rope.
He's no friend of mine.
Here I come, Mr. Creel. Right behind you.
Thirsty people everywhere prefer ice-cold Pepsi-Cola. And because it's light, it refreshes without filling.
Charlie, be sociable.
I am, Kay. Pepsi is a favorite of thirsty people from Maine to Hawaii, from Alaska to Florida.
Charlie,
It's perfect for parties or picnics, so serve Pepsi to your guests.
that's helpful, but
This is the sociable part. Keep plenty of Pepsi ice-cold and ready. Remember, it goes fast because everybody likes Pepsi.
singing still sounds more inviting. May I?
Be sociable, look smart, keep up to date with Pepsi. Drink light, refreshing Pepsi. Stay young and debonair. Be sociable, have a Pepsi.
But singing doesn't say, pick up an extra carton of Pepsi today. Better yet, get a case.
You do that.
No, I don't think so. That beats me, Creel.
Well, you played it smart.
Good deal.
Yeah. He's having a lot of luck today, ain't he?
More luck than coming to him the way he's watching that door.
Just you let me worry about that door. You all worrying about it too, ain't you?
Don't worry, he'll be along, Creel. He always is.
Now listen. You want to play poker or you don't?
Well, sure. We was just thinking maybe you was missing your friend.
Well, I ain't missing him. And if you ain't going to shut up about it, we call the game off right now.
All right, we'll shut up, Creel. Go ahead and deal.
It's just that I was wondering...
Wondering what?
Well, I was wondering what you must have done to have that little man following you around all the time.
I ain't done nothing. All right, go.
Come on. Come on, sit down.
I ain't done a single
All right,
thing here.
there ain't no
Be out of
fault
your
to
mind.
choke a man. You won't have to watch the door anymore, Creel. Here he comes.
Huh?
I didn't mean to be so long, Mr. Creel.
It was all right with him. Wasn't it, Creel?
I told you to shut up.
All right. Ain't my mess. But if it was, I'd have handled it by now. I wouldn't have let no crazy man with a rope chase me all over town.
He don't have to let me follow him. You hear what he says, Creel? He says you don't have to put up with it.
You stay out of it, Mark.
All you have to do is talk, Mr. Creel, and it'll be all over.
All right. All right, I'll talk. I'll talk good. You've been following me around ever since I left Missouri. Now, you ain't gonna do it no more. Do you hear me? You ain't gonna do it no more.
All you gotta do, Mr. Creel, is tell me you killed her. Then it'll be over.
Oh, I never killed her.
Lying there in her coffin, she told me you did.
Oh, that's crazy.
Now, it may sound crazy to you, but it ain't crazy to me. And it ain't crazy to her, neither. I watched her all the time, Mr. Creel. I wasn't big enough and strong enough for her to look at to marry like she did you, Mr. Creel, but I watched her all the time.
You watched her.
I seen
That's
you
all
come home
could
drunk
do.
lots of times. And I seen her run from you, too, not just once.
Well,
I
you don't
seen her
know
run and hide. And I heard her cry.
You don't know nothing what went on between
yes,
us.
I do, Mr. Creel.
Oh.
I know I wasn't good enough for her to marry, but I watched over her just the same. And I know you killed her just like you done it with a
will you
gun.
shut up?
I wasn't
never
good
killed
enough.
nobody.
I wasn't good enough for her to marry, but I was the one she spoke to from her coffin.
Will you hear that?
I was the one she told to follow you until you spoke about it, until you told out how you killed her, just as much as shooting her.
And you're following me around just to hear me say that?
That's right.
All right, then. All right, if that's what it is. I killed her. All right. Now, you just take your rope and you go. The rope is going right where it belongs, Mr. Creel. Just hang off me. Go on. Get that rope over the rope.
Ain't never coming.
Somebody help me get this rope off of me.
Oh. Yeah. And you just lay there. Right down there where I put you. You ain't had no call following me around all over the country, wearing a rope like you was sent from the devil. It ain't never been none of your business what I done to her. I aim to fix it so you don't do no more talking about it.
I don't think you need to worry, Creel. I think he's dying. Now, you better get out of here before the marshal comes.
I ain't feared. Nobody gonna take me. I'm through with listening.
All right, hold it, Creel.
You ain't taking me, Marshal.
He's dead, Marshal.
Yeah. Somebody got Chester with him.
Yeah, sure, Marshal. I'll get him.
Marshal,
Yeah, Clyde.
you bring me my rope? Here, Marshal.
It's here, Clyde.
That's good. I ain't never gonna use it, Marshal.
You won't have to. Creel's dead.
Yeah. But I'd like to have it with me, Marshal.
All right.
It's a good rope, Marshal. It's a true rope. It made him speak his guilt. A man should speak his guilt, Marshal.
Yeah. If he's guilty.
He was guilty, Marshal.
just like he'd used a gun, just like he used it on me. You see that I have a rope, Marshal?
Yeah. You'll have the rope.
Gunsmoke. Produced and directed in Hollywood by Norman McDonald, stars William Conrad as Matt Dillon, U.S. Marshal. The story was specially written for Gunsmoke by Marion Clark, with editorial supervision by John Meston. Featured in the cast were Vic Perrin, Lawrence Dobkin, Bartlett Robinson, Barney Phillips, and Harry Bartell. Harley Bear is Chester, Howard McNear is Doc, and Georgia Ellis is Kitty. This is George Walsh inviting you to join us again next week when CBS Radio presents another story on Gunsmoke.
65 years ago, Gunsmoke here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. Up next, we'll go from Dodge City to San Francisco for an episode of Have Gun, Will Travel.
Keep your guard up. That's the key slogan of the 1950 National Guard recruiting drive, and it's a slogan as timely as today's headlines. More than ever before, America stands prepared, and the National Guard must recruit approximately 220,000 men as soon as possible. By joining the National Guard, young men will have the advantage of choosing their own unit and preparing themselves for promotion by being in a job for which they are best qualified. Investigate the National Guard now. Help America to keep up its guard.
We continue now on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox with another wonderful edition of John Dehner as Paladin, Have Gun, Will Travel. 65 years ago today, August 14th, 1960, trying to get an organ through a war? Yeah.
The revolution is over, but it's still a long way from here to the mission. If we're going to get the organ back in time, we'd better get started.
Have Gun, Will Travel. Starring Mr. John Dehner as Paladin. San Francisco, 1875. The Carlton Hotel, headquarters of the man called Paladin.
Oh, Missy Wong, wait.
Hey, boy, Miss Wong's very busy today. Big party in hotel last night makes so much work.
But Missy Wong, look, a letter from Mr. Paladin.
Oh, Mr. Paladin. Work can wait. You read letter, hey, boy.
Oh, no. Up here it say, San Xavier Mission. Then it say, Dear Missy Wong and Hey Boy.
Oh, it's Missy Wong and Hey Boy, you and me.
After I finished my business in Laredo, I came here to San Xavier Mission to see my friend Father O'Toole.
Oh.
Had hoped to be able to lie in the hammock in lovely garden here and get good rest, but I am afraid won't be time for that, as I have offered to do errand for the good Father. However, I plan to be back in San Francisco in time for the opera ball.
But hey, boy, opera ball last night.
Oh, that's right.
That's right.
Oh, look, me here, Missy Wong. See his date? Mr. Paladin write this letter a long time ago. Take long time to get here. Hey, what happened you suppose he don't get home?
Oh, poor Mr. Paladin.
Missy Wong. Oh, Mr. Paladin don't mind missing opera ball. He go to lots of parties.
Oh, Missy Wong mean poor Mr. Paladin. He never have time to rest in hammock.
That's a warning signal for all drivers. And that can be a warning signal for drowsy drivers on long, monotonous trips. You see, driving can make you drowsy no matter how much sleep you get, and driving and dozing just don't mix. Why take chances? Take no-doze, stay-awake tablets. Millions of times a year, safe no-doze keeps drivers awake and alert, helps you bounce back so that you feel sharp, ready for any emergency. How does no-doze do it? Ask your doctor. He'll tell you that no-doze contains a safe and accurate amount of caffeine, the same refreshing stimulant you get in your coffee or tea. But safe no-doze acts faster, is handier, and more reliable. Best of all, it is not habit-forming. And no-doze is so safe, it is legally sold on a national basis without a prescription. Get no-doze, stay-awake tablets to help you stay awake and alert. It could save your life.
I had made the offer to Father O'Toole to see that an organ, a gift to his church, was delivered from the Gulf of Mexico to his San Xavier mission. I was accompanied by Tono, a fine young Indian who had been reared in the mission. The wagon road we had to follow led us through the war zone of a revolution that was in progress. But Father O'Toole was well known and well loved, and I was sure that an explanation of our trip would grant us safe conduct. I didn't know, of course, that confusion at the Customs House loading docks would result in a switching of crates, so that instead of the organ, we were hauling rifles intended for the government militia. Things were looking pretty grim for a while after we were halted by the People's Army and sentenced to be shot for aiding the enemy. But with some quick thinking, fast talking, and decisive action, it seemed that now we had the situation well in hand.
It looks like we have just won a revolution.
Yes, Tono. I guess it's all over but the shouting, but we better get Pancho and move out of here fast before somebody decides it's time for another uprising.
Here comes General Perez.
Senor.
Well, General.
Senor, you are the hero of the day.
Oh, no, it was nothing, General, just a simple matter of cutting down the odds. The militia was well armed, and your boys weren't. That makes it a little difficult to win a war.
See, but what is this miracle you performed for my poor little army, that rifles of the militia fire backwards?
Oh, well, Tono and I rammed the barrels of their rifles with adobe mud.
Tal estrategia.
I beg your pardon?
Such superb military strategy.
We were lucky that the soldiers of the militia sleep so soundly during their siesta.
It is a moment of glory for the revoltosos, the army of the people. You, senor, and your compañero will please to join in celebration of victory.
Oh, well, thank you, General, but we don't have time. When you and your men stopped our wagon and I told you I was hauling an organ to San Xavier mission, well, I was telling you the truth.
But the organ was delivered here to the militia.
It is here now?
Yes. Oh, yes, we found it all right. It's in that little stone jail over there.
What is organ doing in jail?
Well, the cell is jointly occupied by the organ and the man who delivered it. I believe he was scheduled to meet the firing squad. The militia didn't take kindly to uncrating an organ when it expected rifles.
Por supuesto, of course. I shall say that the organo is released to you, senor.
Oh, General, I'd like to have the prisoner, too, if you don't mind.
You want this prisoner?
I'm afraid so. His name is Pancho. I had a little run-in with him at Matamoros. I don't think I trust him any further than I can throw that organ, but he can play it, and we may need him.
This becomes confusing, senor.
You see, General, Father O'Toole is counting on having this organ for Mass when the bishop visits San Xavier, but no one in the parish knows how to play it.
Just before the battle, we were hiding back at the jail there, and we heard Pancho play. Very well, too, so I figure if it's all right with you, we'll just deliver him along with the organ.
Just as you like, senor. We are in your debt.
Senor Paladin, these are fine horses the general took from the militia and gave to you.
Yes, Pancho. With the time we've lost, we'd never make it with that ox team we started with.
We are lucky. Horses are hard to come by in this part of the country.
Beautiful animals, beautiful people, beautiful world. Pancho is glad to be alive and not dead from the firing squad. This is a lucky day.
But why were you delivering arms to the militia, Pancho? Were you on their side?
Pancho is only on the side of Pancho. I deliver arms to the militia because the militia can pay. Make business importante. That's all.
Well, just don't you forget our business importante, huh?
Oh, no, senor. For my life, I play organo for the Mass at the Mission of San Javier.
We will be reaching the town of Roma pretty soon.
I know. I think we better stop there for the night. I don't like to take the time, but the horses need the rest.
Roma, I know this town. I think maybe because this is a lucky day for Pancho, I'll sit for a short time at a game of chance.
You don't press your luck too far, Pancho. Clerk. Hey, clerk. Clerk!
Mr. Paladin! Mr. Paladin!
I'll be with you in a moment, Tono, as soon as I settle up for the hotel.
No, come quick.
Well, what is it?
Our organ crate is sitting out there in front of the hotel.
Well, it can't be. It's on the wagon down at delivery.
No, it's out there on the boardwalk, and a man is driving off with our horses and wagon.
Oh, no.
Yes. You see? There he is down the street.
Hey! Hey! Stop, you! Hey, you!
Oh!
Stop there!
Now, what's your trouble, friend?
Mister, horse stealing's a pretty serious matter.
Well, now, don't that beat all?
Climb down off that wagon.
Say, what's eating you?
This happens to be my team and wagon you're driving.
Oh, no, it ain't. It's mine.
How do you figure?
It's mine on account of 4 of a kind beat us straight.
What are you talking about?
I win this outfit fair and square in a poker game last night.
I'm afraid that's a lie. This is my outfit.
Now, looky here, mister.
You climbed down off that wagon.
I'm just gonna do that, and you're gonna be sorry. Steve Perkins don't take lightly to being called a liar and a horse thief. Now!
Mr. Paladin!
That's for the lie.
You?
Yeah, looks like I gotta whomp you again.
Oh, no, I don't think so.
Ooh, that was some punch.
Yeah. Looks like he's out for a while.
Mr. Paladin, that's the man who was playing cards with Pancho last night.
Pancho? Of course. Oh, I should have thought of that. Where is Pancho?
I couldn't find him this morning. He didn't sleep in his room last night.
I guess he figured his luck ran out and he'd better run out too. I'm afraid I owe this man an apology. Well, Tono, we haven't time to argue the fine points of this thing.
Why? What are we going to do?
Get some rope out of the wagon there.
Rope?
Yes, we're going to tie this fellow up, shove a gag in his mouth, and then load him and the organ in the wagon and get on our way.
Why do we take him?
Well, it's his outfit. He win it fair and square, as he said. But I'm afraid we're going to have to borrow it, whether he likes it or not.
Well, at least Pancho didn't gamble the organ.
He's probably saving it for the next hand.
But now we're back where we were. Nobody to play for Mass.
Yeah. Well, we'll worry about that later.
There he is again.
I guess I better untie him. I hope he decides to be reasonable about this.
I wouldn't count on it.
No. I'm afraid he has a point. Ooh, no. Ooh. Say, Perkins, look, Perkins, I'm sorry we had to Shanghai you like this, but we needed the wagon and there wasn't time to argue, you see. Now, whether Pancho had a right to bet it or not, I guess it's yours. We'll pay you for this trip, but we have to get to San Xavier Mission. Climb on back there, Tono, and take the gag off him.
Sure. Here, sir. Just let me untie you here. There.
You...
Don't say it, or you'll stay tied up.
All right. You win. Now, let me tell you, the only reason Steve Perkins is standing still for this kind of shoving around is... Yeah, because I was headed toward the mission anyway.
You were?
Yeah, they got one of them fiesta things going on in town there. Usually there's some pretty good betting money floating around at them celebrations.
Are you a professional gambler?
Oh, I wouldn't say that exactly, but I managed to pick up a little change here and there. When I win these horses, I figure to take them to the fiesta and race them.
Our horses?
My horses, and don't forget it. Mister, you don't know horse flesh. They ain't hauling horses, they're running horses.
It doesn't matter. If they'll just get this organ to San Xavier, I'll be satisfied. Untie him, Tono. Almost there, Tono.
Yes, it's been quite a trip.
What's so special about this here organ?
It was a gift to the mission. Father O'Toole is very anxious to have it when the bishop visits San Xavier.
He'll have it, it seems, but there is no one to play it.
Hey, Tono.
Yes?
You Injun, ain't you?
Yes.
Well, how come you don't dress like a Injun or talk like a Injun?
I was raised at the mission and went to American schools.
Oh, I see. Well, now, hey, looky over there. Figure that's some of your kinfolk?
A band of Indians on horseback.
They are Navajo. That is my tribe.
Well, how do you like that? Look, they got a rope around that feller's neck. They're leading him behind their horses.
Hey, that looks like Pancho. Whoa.
Mr. Paladin, it is Pancho.
Well, say, that's the feller I played poker with.
What kind of business importante do you suppose he tried this time, Tono?
I don't know, but he can play the organ.
Oh, yes, he can. Well, I suppose we better go see what we can do for him. Come on now. Get out of there. Yeah.
And now, here are Edgar Bergen and Charlie McCarthy.
Bergie, I think someone's looking for you. Oh, Mr. Bergen.
Well, hello, Effie Clinker. What's wrong?
My car battery is run down. I think it's in acid condition.
Oh, I see. Well, have you seen a serviceman?
Well, I had a blind date with a sailor last night, but he got away.
No, I mean a mechanic. Seeing you own a General Motors car, you should see your GM dealer for service. His mechanics are GM trained. They have specialized tools and factory-approved parts to provide your fine GM car with the GM care it deserves. So if you own a Chevrolet car or truck, a Pontiac, an Oldsmobile, Buick, Cadillac, or a GMC truck, you should make a date with a General Motors serviceman.
Oh, that sounds exciting. Will he have blue eyes?
What's the story, Tono? What'd the Indians say?
Well, as near as I can tell, Pancho wandered into the Indian camp this morning and offered to trade some cattle for a horse.
Cattle?
Yes. But it turned out the cattle he traded already belonged to the Indians. It was some stock they had turned out to graze.
Say, he's some slick feller, ain't he?
Never quite slick enough. What now, Tono? What are they going to do with him?
This is a small band of Navajo. They have set up a camp just beyond the missions. They want no trouble.
Yeah?
They are willing to release Pancho, but they insist he must walk to the mission that way, with the rope around his neck, following the horses.
How far is the mission from here?
12 miles.
Seems a little cruel.
Maybe not. Give that old boy some time to figure a couple of new angles.
Yeah, you could be right, Perkins. Oh, it's good to be back in your lovely garden, Father.
And it's good to have you, lad. Bless you for the happiness you brought me.
I'm afraid the trip took longer than we planned. I hope you didn't worry, Father.
Not at all, Tono, my son. I had my faith, and you had my prayers.
They came in handy a couple of times, Father.
Will you have more lemonade, Mr. Perkins?
Well, no thanks, Father. I got a little business to take care of.
Business?
Yeah, you see, I got to set me up a little race meet. Get out a few bets.
Oh.
Yeah, and I got to move fast. Now, this here fiesta is going to be over Saturday night, so I got to get going to promote this race meet for Sunday morning.
Sunday? But that's the day the bishop will be here.
Well, doggone, Father, I don't aim to interfere with your business.
Oh, now, don't give it another thought, son. It'll work out. Well, if you must go, I'll walk out with you.
Well, thank you, Father.
But please now, come again.
Well, sure, I'd be right proud to, Father. So long, fellas.
See you later, Perkins. Well, Tono, we had a few bad moments, but it was worth it, wasn't it, to see Father O'Toole so happy? Say, you know what I'm going to do right now? I am going to get in that hammock, and I am going to stay there.
No, wait. It is not time to relax yet.
What do you mean?
I know Father O'Toole's flock. If Perkins sets up this race meet, the pews will be empty Sunday.
Yeah. That's no way to impress the bishop. Maybe I ought to talk to Perkins.
No, I think there is another way. Come on.
Oh, where?
We will have to take a little trip.
Oh, no.
Yes, out to the Navajo camp.
Well, why?
Mr. Paladin, it hasn't rained here in a long time. You know the dust is about a foot deep.
Well, what's that got to do with it?
If it should rain, the mud would be so deep, no horse could run.
But it never rains this time of year out here.
When I was talking to the Navajos today, I learned that in their camp is a man I remember from my childhood. A wonderful old medicine man. I recall that his rain chants worked miracles.
I see.
We must impress the bishop.
Of course.
Look, Mr. Paladin.
Hey, that's Pancho.
Hola, señores.
Hey, Pancho. Where'd you get that horse?
Pancho make a little business importante. Oh, beautiful world. Pancho's got to be alive, and now Pancho come to play organo for the mass at San Javier Mission.
I think we can start now. Most of the crowd seems to be out.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, Tono, I'd say the bishop's mass was quite a success.
It certainly was. Look at Father O'Toole at the door, beaming at his flock as they file out.
The mysterious ways of God performing his miracles, eh, Tono?
Yes.
Encantado, Padre.
Bless you, my child.
Father?
Tono and Paladin, God bless you, my sons.
Thank you, Father. It was a wonderful day, wasn't it?
Oh, my... 'tis a day I'll remember all my life.
Say, the bishop was impressed, wasn't he?
Oh, indeed he was. But how strange it should rain today.
Hey, boy.
Oh, Mr. Paladin. Oh, my. This is fine you home again at last. Here, let Hey Boy take back.
Thank you, Hey Boy.
This was a successful trip?
Yes, it was.
Oh, seemed too bad you missed party. Big opera ball.
No, Hey Boy, that wasn't important at all, since I was able to help to make a very good man very happy.
Oh. Hey, Mr. Paladin, Missy Wong pretty upset about you.
Oh, why?
I don't know. Women kind of funny. You, Hey Boy, don't understand women very good.
I know, Hey Boy, I know.
Oh, there are Missy Wong now. Missy Wong, look here.
Oh, Mr. Paladin, welcome home.
Thank you, Miss Wong. It's good to be home.
Mr. Paladin, did you ever have time to lie in hammock, have good rest?
No, I didn't, Miss Wong.
Oh.
When I finally had the time, it was raining.
Oh, too bad. Mr. Wong afraid of that. So Mr. Wong have nice surprise.
Surprise?
Surprise, yes. Here, let me open door to room. All nice and clean, ready for you. See?
Oh, Miss Wong, a hammock.
Yes, hammock.
Well, that is a very nice surprise.
Next time you refresh, enjoy a frosty, ice-cold Pepsi-Cola.
Sociability, Charlie.
All right, Kay, how's this? Pepsi is light, refreshes without filling. You like to refresh? Have a Pepsi right now.
Well, offer it to everybody, Charlie.
I will. Enjoy Pepsi at the fountain. It's delicious at home, too. Have one at lunch or with a snack.
Charlie.
At the beach or at dinner. Wherever you go, wherever you're thirsty, Pepsi is there.
It's here, too, in our Be Sociable song.
Be sociable, look smart, keep up to date with Pepsi. Drink light, refreshing Pepsi. Stay young and fair and debonair. Be sociable, have a Pepsi.
For the weekend, have plenty of Pepsi around. Pick up an extra carton today. CK, I'm sociable.
With Pepsi, everyone is.
Have Gun, Will Travel. Created by Herb Meadow and Sam Rolfe, is produced and directed in Hollywood by Frank Paris and stars John Daner as Paladin, with Ben Wright as Hayboy and Virginia Gregg as Miss Wong. Tonight's story was specially written for Have Gun, Will Travel by Ann Dowd. Featured in the cast were Don Diamond, Harry Bartell, Russell Arms, and Bill Idelson. This is Hugh Douglas, inviting you to join us again next week when CBS Radio presents Have Gun, Will Travel.
"65 years ago, August 14th, 1960, Have Gun, Will Travel" on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. You know, we have time for something special. How about we check in with Blackstone the Magic Detective? We'll do that in just a moment.
Ladies, there's one war job that you and only you can do. I mean the saving of waste fats and oils. Every drop of used fat is vitally needed for military medicines and supplies, and for supplies on the home front, such as fabrics, paints, and soaps. That fat has to come from your kitchen. Don't fall down on your war job. Save all used fats in a clean can, and the minute the can is full, take it right down to your butcher. He'll pay you 4 cents plus 2 red ration points for every pound you turn in.
And they were still needing fat in 1949. You're going to hear an episode now of Blackstone, the Magic Detective. This goes back 76 years to August 14th, 1949.
The Magic Detective, starring the world's greatest living magician, Blackstone. He tells you the inside story of the accusing corpse. And right after the story, Blackstone will explain tricks that you yourself can perform. Reveal the guarded secrets of the world's greatest living magician. And now, stand by for Blackstone, the Magic Detective. Blackstone. Rhoda. That's funny. No one seems to be here. Blackstone.
Mr. Blackstone, please help me. Please.
Look,
I know you're not a regular detective, but no one else will listen to me. No one will believe me. Oh, Mr. Blackstone.
Look, I'm Alan Kent. I'm not...
Where is he? Where is Mr. Blackstone?
Well, I was just looking for him myself. He doesn't seem to be around right now. Oh, no. Come on, stop it. I mean, gosh, don't cry like that. Look, there. Stop it. Oh, Blackstone. Thank heaven you're here. What's the matter?
What on earth have you been doing to make this poor girl cry like this? You ought to be ashamed of yourself, Alan.
Mr. Blackstone, you've got to help me. I know it was murder. I know it. But the doctor says it was heart failure, and there was no motive, and even the autopsy didn't prove anything. I'm so afraid.
Rhoda, get Miss...
Grant. Janet Grant.
Get Miss Grant a glass of water, and then we'll see what we can do to help.
Here you are.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm all right now. I'm sorry to have broken down like this, but you were my last hope, and when you weren't here,
Well, he's here now.
Now, suppose you tell me what this is all about.
Have you ever been frightened? Really frightened, I mean.
I certainly have. I think everyone has, sometimes in their lives.
I'm frightened now.
What's the matter? You said something about murder and an autopsy.
It is murder.
Who was murdered?
My Aunt Maisie. She died at midnight the day before yesterday. She went to bed and never woke up.
Was she an old woman?
Yes, very.
Well, isn't that a perfect way to die, just to go to sleep?
She was murdered, I tell you. Murdered in cold blood. I don't know how I know it, but I do. When I go into her house, there's something evil there. Something wicked and unknown and evil.
You say there was an autopsy.
Yes. I had this feeling of evil so strongly that I had an autopsy performed.
But the doctors found nothing?
Nothing.
Well, who would want to kill your aunt? Who would benefit by her dying?
I'm the only person who inherited.
Well, did she leave very much?
Very little. She'd had a great many old family jewels, but they're all gone now.
Gone? What do you mean by that?
During the last years of her life, Auntie was, well, eccentric. She gave away most of the jewelry. She gave it to strangers, to people who did her small favors, just anybody. There's nothing left.
Did you ever know any of the people she gave the jewelry to?
No. The only way I found out about it was when Miss Ella asked me to try to stop her.
Miss Ella?
Auntie's housekeeper.
Oh.
Only she was more than that. She was a companion, a nurse, a friend, everything.
She came and told you about the gifts of jewelry. Well, what did you do?
I went and talked to Auntie about it. She denied it. She didn't like to have the jewelry discussed.
She thought you were trying to get it away from her?
I wasn't, though.
When was your aunt's funeral?
It's tomorrow. That's why I had to come and see you today. It's the last chance.
Well, could we see your aunt?
Why, yes, I guess so. She's lying out at the old house now. Miss Ella is keeping watch.
Get your hat, Rhoda.
Auntie's in there. I'll go in and tell Miss Ella that you've come.
Good.
I don't like this. That girl's right. There is a feeling of evil around here.
You feel it too, Alan?
Oh, quiet, you two.
You've come to see my mistress?
Yes, if we may.
You must leave her in peace. There's been too much excitement around here. The dead cannot rest when there's excitement.
Well, we've come to help if we can.
Oh, she's past help now. Leave her in peace.
Won't you come in, Mr. Blackstone?
Very well. Rhoda, you and Alan wait here with Miss Ella.
All right. Why don't you try to rest, Miss Ella? Janet and Mr. Blackstone are with her now.
I cannot rest until my mistress rests, too.
She is resting now.
No, people won't leave her alone. There's doctors and strangers around her. She hated strangers. She wouldn't allow them near her.
But Janet said she gave jewelry to strangers. She wouldn't have done that if she hated them, would she, Miss Ella?
I don't know. She was a good woman. And now she's gone. Gone. And they won't let her rest. I'm going back to her now.
Whew. She seems sort of violent.
Yeah, she does. Well, what do you think we ought to do now?
Oh, I'd say if I had my druthers, go home and go to a nice quiet horror movie to calm our nerves. Something peaceful like Dracula or Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
I think we'd better go in there.
Us? In there?
Yes.
Maybe I'd better wait for you here. Phone might ring or something.
No, sir, you're coming with me.
Oh, all right. But if my hair turns white, I'm going to hold you personally responsible.
Look over there.
Yeah. They're all meeting around the coffin.
Oh, there's candles flickering. It's terrifying. I don't like it.
We'll want to go to that movie now?
Oh, look.
The corpse. The corpse is moving.
She's pointing. No, the body is sitting up.
Stop it, I tell you. You're dead. Oh, you can't rise from the dead to accuse me. The dead cannot talk.
She's accusing you, Miss Ella.
No.
She says you killed her.
No.
Look at her finger. It's pointing at you.
Yes, I killed her. I killed her, and I'm glad. I'm glad. She deserved to die. She was cruel. Cruel. I killed her. I killed her.
Why did you kill her, Miss Ella?
She didn't need the jewels. She didn't want them. She never wore them. But they meant everything to me. And then she found out that I'd stolen them. I had to kill her. And so I did it. No one knew. Even the doctors didn't know. And now she's dead. I'm glad. Glad.
I, for one, am darned happy to be back here in your studio, Blackstone. I wish you two would stop taking me on cases.
That's what you always say, afterwards.
Look, I don't even like to discuss the subject. But there is one thing I'd like to know.
How I made Auntie sit up in her coffin and point that finger at Miss Ella.
Yes.
Well, when you were a little boy, Alan, didn't you ever attach black thread to an object and then jerk it away just as someone started to pick it up?
Yes. But what's that got to do with...
Some magicians' tricks are based on that same principle. Only magicians use black piano wire. I tied a piece of it to the wrist of the corpse, and when I pulled, it raised its arm and then started to sit up.
But how did she kill her?
She gave her a hypo almost every night to make her sleep.
Oh.
It was easy enough to see that an air bubble got into her vein.
So that was it.
And so another mystery was solved by magic.
Boy, I'm glad there was a nice logical solution to that. Maybe I won't have quite so many nightmares now that I know how it was done.
Well, now we have solved one mystery. Let me show you another. The riddle of the 3 jacks.
Oh, I see a card trick coming up.
That's right, Rhoda. Well, here's the pack. Now, watch me closely while I deal some cards. There's one for you.
And one for me.
And another here for me.
Another here for me.
And there's a third card for you, Rhoda. But I'm going to use your third card, Alan, to scoop up the other 2 like this.
I see. Now you're putting my cards on the top of the pack. Why is that?
Because Rhoda has 3 jacks. Turn them up, Rhoda, and see for yourself.
Oh, yes. Well, these are the 3 jacks, but...
But what, Rhoda?
Well, could you deal them like that again?
Of course. Lay them face down on the pack.
There they are.
And here they go. 1 to the left, 1 to the right, 1 to the left, 1 to the right, 1 to the left, and with the next card, I scoop up the 2 on the right and put them back on the pack.
And these cards on the left are mine. Do you mean there'll be 3 jacks again?
They are the 3 jacks, Rhoda. Look at them.
Yes, the jacks.
I'll lay them face down on the pack again and watch me deal. Slowly this time, so there can be no trickery.
1 to me, 1 to Alan, 1 to me, 1 to Alan, 1 to me.
And now I use the 6th card to scoop up Alan's other 2.
And are my 3 cards the jacks?
They are, Rhoda.
But it can't be possible. But they are the jacks.
Say, Blackstone, can anybody do that trick?
Oh, why, of course, Alan. And if Rhoda can't think it out in the next few minutes, I'll be back to explain how it's done.
Now, Blackstone, for goodness sake, tell me how to work this impossible trick.
And how you can work it over and over again.
Well, it's very simple. You see, you use 4 jacks.
4 jacks?
That's right. 3 on the top, then any odd card, and under that, the 4th jack.
What happens then, Blackstone?
I deal 1 to the left, 1 to the right, and so on, until I come to the last card on the right.
Yes, that's the one you slide underneath.
So I can pick up the other 2 with it and put them back on the pack.
But my cards are here on the table, and I have the 3 jacks.
3 jacks, Rhoda. Only one of them was that 4th jack you didn't know about.
Oh, say, that's wonderful. But how can you repeat it over and over again?
Well, do you remember the way I picked up the 2 cards on the right by scooping them with a 3rd card?
Yes, you did it that way every time.
Well, when you put your 3 jacks on top of the pack, we're right back where we started.
3 jacks on the top.
Then an odd card.
And under that, the 4th jack. So when we deal 2 heaps of 3, there will again be 3 jacks in the hand on the left.
Only never the same 3 jacks.
Never the same 3 jacks. Only no one ever knows the difference. I hope you like that trick, ladies and gentlemen. And until next time, this is Blackstone saying good magic and goodbye.
Be with us next time when the world's greatest living magician, Blackstone, tells us the story of death-defying death and explains more tricks that you yourself can perform. Listen in again to Blackstone, the world's greatest living magician.
Ed Jerome portrayed Harry Blackstone in this series on Mutual. This was 76 years ago, August 14th, 1949, here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. Okay, we'll go and see what's going on with the couple next door in just a moment.
The crusade for freedom is a crusade for your freedom and mine. The truth dollars people send the crusade for freedom help preserve our own freedom, even as they get the truth and hope to people behind the Iron Curtain. Truth dollars help finance Radio Free Europe and Radio Free Asia, the most effective weapons Western democracy has for countering lies and distortion. Send your contribution to the Crusade for Freedom, care of your local postmaster. That's Crusade for Freedom, care of your local postmaster.
Now let's check in with Peg Lynch and Alan Bunce in this episode of The Couple Next Door from 66 years ago, August 14th, 1959, and it appears the husband has gone on a business trip to Europe, and the family's gone along.
CBS Radio brings you The Couple Next Door, written by Peg Lynch and starring Peg Lynch and Alan Bunce.
Hello? Anybody home?
Why, yes. Yes, who is it? Oh, why, Mrs. Houston, do come in.
I can't stay but a minute, Mrs. Beitner. I was just driving past, and I thought I'd stop and see if you'd heard from the Pipers.
Yes, I certainly have. I just got a letter this morning. Do sit down. I got a postcard first with a picture of the ship they sailed on.
Oh, yes, the Stattendam. Edgar and I were in New York, you know, and saw them off.
Well, I don't see the card, but it said something like, well, we finally made it. We're off to Europe and having a wonderful time already.
Yes. Mrs. Parker said she had a card like that from them, too.
Then this letter came this morning. I was just reading it.
I suppose they're busy sightseeing.
Well, she says, we arrived in London last Friday, and it just poured for 2 days. So Aunt Effie and I spent the time washing clothes. You should see the hotel room. It looks like a laundry. This week, we expect to cover all the sights in and around London. Westminster Abbey, St. Paul's Cathedral, the British Museum, Hampton Court, and Windsor Castle. And then next week, we hope to rent a car and drive through the Shakespeare country.
Oh, that is lovely. Stratford-on-Avon is just lovely.
Oh, here, I didn't read this yet. Did Mrs. Houston get the keys to our house from you? I forgot my brown skirt, and she was going
my heavens. I forgot her skirt. I was to mail it to her in London. Edgar's been sick, and I just forgot. I'll do that at once. Oh, goodness, I hope she hasn't needed it.
He's a familiar sort of fellow, a nice guy. His manner is affable, his temper serene. He is conspicuously considerate of others. Then he climbs into the family automobile. Immediately, the casual observer notes a none too subtle change steal over him. His eyes narrow, his jaw juts, and the beginning of a snarl curls his lips. He's undergoing a transformation. He's a werewolf, touched by the first rays of full moon. I will spare you the picture of his driving manners, his tooth and claw tactics in traffic, the way he streaks down the straightaway driven by demons. But it's a fact. Getting behind the wheel is strong enough chemistry to warp some personalities. If you sense that we're trying to make a point here, you're right. It's simply this. Be sure your driving manners are at least as good as when you're out of the driver's seat. Observing motoring courtesy is another way of taking care to get there.
Betsy, I want you to go in your room now and get undressed. We've had a long day. Go on now. Aunt Effie's in there writing cards. Please, yes. Oh, there you are. What did the desk clerk say?
He said no for the 1,000th time, and I am not going to ask him again. He said whenever any parcels arrive for the guest, they are placed at once in the room.
Well, I don't understand it. There certainly must be something wrong with a British parcel post or whatever they call it here.
Look, don't blame the British mail system.
No.
Mrs. Houston probably got home, and with all her social activities, undoubtedly forgot all about your skirt.
No. That's not like Mrs. Houston. She wouldn't forget. She isn't the type who forgets things. And even though I hated to ask her to go to all that bother, it was the last thing she said to me when the Houston saw us off on the boat. I'll mail it, she said.
Yeah, well, I'm sure
mail it.
Mrs. Houston has other things on her mind besides your blue skirt.
Brown.
Besides your brown skirt.
I built my wardrobe around that skirt. My blouses and sweaters and jackets. It was perfect. Didn't wrinkle, It could be washed and doesn't need iron. I mean, just lost without it.
Look, forget
Lost.
your brown skirt for a minute, will you, and tell me what you all did today? I'm so busy telling you all about my business appointments at dinner tonight, I didn't hear much about your day.
Oh, we had a wonderful time. Betsy, tell Daddy what we did today.
I don't know.
Well, for one thing, we went to the Kensington Museum, and what did we see there?
Oh, an airplane.
Well, what airplane was it?
I don't know.
Oh, I don't know. The Wright brothers, the airplane they flew at Kitty Hawk.
Wright brothers, no kidding. I didn't know that was here in England. Why isn't that in some museum in America?
Oh, it seems the Wright brothers offered it to various places in America at one time, and nobody seemed to want it. So they got mad or something and gave it to the Science Museum here in London.
Oh? Well, how to be done? I didn't know that.
That's what the guide said. Well, Betsy knew that. She was told this afternoon she doesn't seem to be remembering anything. We also went to Madame Tussauds Wax Museum. Tell Daddy about that, dear.
What'll I tell him?
Tell him what you saw. Put your coloring book away now and tell Daddy.
I don't know. Just a lot of wax figures of famous people.
I explained nearly every one, pointed them out, gave
Now, don't be impatient.
Oh, it's discouraging. I wanted this trip to be educational for her. She doesn't seem to have learned anything.
Yes, I have. Henry VIII had 6 wives, and 2 of them he cut off their heads.
Great.
Well, it's something. It's history. At least she's learned something, dear.
Yeah.
Goodness knows I've tried to explain everything as we went along. The trouble with the child, you never know whether they're listening to you or not.
Well, I've written 18 postcards and 4 letters.
Oh, really? It's wonderful. I haven't written any letters except one to Eleanor last Tuesday and to Mother and to your mother, and I think you should write to her, too.
Yeah, all right, I know.
do.
I will.
I do.
You
haven't written at all. Since we're all tired and not going anywhere tonight, why don't you do it now?
Mainly because I don't feel like it. I'm going to bed early. I picked up some English magazines, and I thought I'd look those over.
Mm-hmm. I think I'll go down to the lobby and buy some more cards.
Oh, I bought dozens right there on the table. Look them over, Aunt Effie. You can help yourself.
Well, dear, you want to save some for your scrapbook when you get home.
Take what you want.
Look, throw me the pillow from your bed, will you?
If you're going to lie down on the bed, don't you think you ought to take the spread off?
Yeah, well, I'm down now, and I'm too lazy to get up.
Ooh, this is a lovely one of Windsor Castle. May I have that?
Yes, I said take what you want, Aunt Effie.
Oh, thanks.
I'm going to write some cards, too, as soon as I find my address book. Here someplace.
Daddy?
Uh-huh.
Why did Henry VIII have 6 wives?
I don't know. He just did.
Could you have 6 wives?
Oh, well, yeah, I suppose so. I think I'll hang on to your mother, though. I kind of like her.
Thank you, dear. Now, where is my address book?
Would you behead her if you didn't like her and wanted someone else?
Well, I've often thought of it, but it'd be kind of messy. No, I don't think so, honey. It really isn't done anymore anyhow. Kind of going out of style, you might say.
If you were a king, would you?
Oh, no, darling. I don't think I would, even if I were a king.
You know, dear, we ought to make a list of presents we have to take back, too.
Yes. I thought of that this morning.
If you were a king, what would I be?
Oh, you'd be a princess.
How could I get to be a queen?
By marrying a king. Look, isn't it time she went to bed?
Well, it is a little early. But you ought to get undressed, Betsy, and be ready for bed anyhow.
Is there a king of England?
No, there isn't. There's a queen. But she has a little boy, Prince Charlie, and when his mother, Queen Elizabeth, dies, Prince Charlie will be king.
If I married Prince Charlie, then would I be a queen?
Yes, if he were king, but you can't marry Prince Charlie because you're what is called a commoner. And he has to marry royalty. He has to marry a princess. And besides, he wouldn't marry you if he saw you chewing your hair ribbon like that. Now, take that braid out of your mouth at once, really.
If I did marry Prince Charlie, would we live in Buckingham Palace in Windsor Castle?
Yes, you would, dear. Wouldn't that be nice?
Oh, yes. I think I'll marry Prince Charlie.
Well, Mommy just explained you can't marry him because we're not royalty. We're commoners. See? Daddy would have to be a king, dear.
Well, why isn't he? Then we could live in a palace and not just an old house.
Old house? For Pete's sake, isn't even a year old. Apparently this trip isn't going to teach her anything but to be absolutely dissatisfied with her lot in life.
Oh, nonsense.
Well, listen to her.
Here, Betsy. There's a picture of Prince Charlie on the cover of one of Daddy's magazines. I just saw where... Oh, here. See? Look.
What's the matter with his hair?
Well, that's the way they cut his hair, dear, I guess.
Looks funny. Daddy?
Oh, look, will you? I am trying to read.
You go on in there with Aunt Effie, Betsy, and get undressed. And I want you to sit down and write a little note to Grandma Piper before you go to bed. Doesn't have to be much, but you write something.
Come on, Betsy, dear. I'm going to be writing postcards, too.
Go on now, and I'm going down to the lobby and speak to the desk clerk about my skirt.
Look, I was just down there.
I don't care. I know Mrs. Houston must have sent it. She couldn't have forgotten.
Oh.
And though I don't like to complain and make a fuss, I need that skirt. Now, the package must have come and been shoved in some cubby hole. If needs be, they're going to turn this hotel upside down to find it.
We'll return to the couple next door in just a moment.
It's new. It's special.
What's this? Continental 6-month floor wax in a new special size?
Yes. Now, for the first time, you can get the new special size 6-month floor wax for just about half the price of the regular can. That's right. The very same Wonder Wax that's guaranteed not to walk away, wash away, wear away for 6 full months is now available for the amazing low price of only 79 cents. Imagine, with the new special size 6-month floor wax, you can take a summer vacation from weekly waxing and save money, too. Yes, wax just once with 6-month floor wax, and the same normal care that keeps your floors clean now keeps them gleaming bright, scuff-resistant all summer long, or your money back. So this summer, relax. Don't wax. Look for 6-month floor wax in the new half-price special size today. Only 79 cents everywhere. Get Continental 6-month wax.
Oh, well, there you are. I thought I was going to have to send out a searching party for you.
No.
Where the heck have you been for an hour?
Oh, going through everything in the hotel's check room and making them look everywhere the package with my skirt might be. I'm afraid I've got everybody in a perfect dither. Desk clerk, certainly the hysterical type, isn't he?
Hysterical type? Thought he was the typical English butler type. Cool as a cucumber, hardly opens his mouth.
Well, he's not cool now. He is busy trying to track down my... Aren't you in bed?
He said to write a letter to Grandma.
I heard you come back, dear, so I said she could come in and read the letter.
Oh, all right, fine, dear. Go ahead and read it, and I'll look over my clothes and see what I can put on tomorrow. I'm lost without that skirt.
Go on, Betsy, dear. Read the letter to Mommy and Daddy.
Yes.
Dear Grandma, I'm having a wonderful time. Tuesday we went to Westminster Abbey, where they bury the kings and queens when they are dead. The next day we went to the British Museum, and I saw the Magna Carta, the Rosetta Stone, and the Elgin Marble.
Oh.
Yesterday we went to Hampton Court and Windsor Castle. This castle is 800 years old. A castle is made of stone to keep out the enemy. They don't build them anymore. Henry VIII built a garden for Anne Boleyn at Hampton Court before he cut off her head. The garden has yellow roses in it just like yours. Love, Betsy.
Oh, you thought she didn't remember anything, huh? Well, Betsy,
and I didn't give her one bit of help. Oh, read the postscript.
P.S. When I grow up, I am going to marry Prince Charlie and tell him to get his hair cut the way Mommy tells Daddy. Then we will go live in Windsor Castle.
I don't think you need to worry about Betsy. She's going to do all right.
Yes. Oh, look. My brown skirt. Oh. I remember now I hung it under my other evening dress to save. Here it is. My brown skirt.
Call the desk down here and tell them honest stuff.
And poor Mrs. Houston back home going crazy trying to find it.
Yes, the joys of travel. Huh?
Yes, boy, I might have known.
The Couple Next Door is written by Peg Lynch and stars Peg Lynch and Alan Bunce with Margaret Hamilton, Francie Myers, Dorothy Duckworth, and Edith Gresham, and is produced by Walter Hart.
Back in the days with no internet, you relied on the post office and telephone calls across the water were $50 for 5 minutes. They really were. Pricey days to live and to forget something. Peg Lynch, and you had no FedEx. All had to go postal. Peg Lynch, Alan Bunce, The Couple Next Door, 66 years ago, August 14th, 1959. here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. Crime Tomorrow, A Friend to Alexander, starring John Dehner in an episode of Suspense. Murder by Experts from 1949, Dig Your Own Grave. Lon Clark as Nick Carter, Master Detective, and The Case of the Professional Beggar. Don McLaughlin, Counter Spy, and a 1960 episode of The Couple Next Door. Have yourself a great Thursday, won't you please, and we'll see you tomorrow for more Classic Radio Theater. And don't forget our D-Day special. If it hasn't dropped already, it will drop shortly. So be listening for the events of not D-Day, VJ Day special. Victory over Japan, the end of World War II. That's coming up here on Classic Radio Theater. I'm Wyatt Cox.